We're at El Jefe's.
El Jefe's. Where's El Jefe's, man?
Well, we're in Angel Fire, New Mexico.
Uh-huh. And you got a couple of beers there.
I got 2 beers, yeah.
You got a couple of beers. Which one is mine? And which?
Well, I
and
had
why?
I had several choices for Greg,
Yeah.
and I chose this one.
Yeah.
Now this is a hazy IPA.
A hazy IPA. Yeah.
It just sounded good.
And an ale.
And an ale, but it's a brown nut ale.
By who? Local or not?
Nah, it's not local. It's brown nut.
Is
I don't know.
Is it Newcastle Brown Ale?
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's a Newcastle.
It's a Newcastle.
I don't want that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
It's
Santa Fe.
Oh, it's Santa
Oh,
Fe.
Santa Fe. Okay, I'll drink that.
Never
Give me
mind.
that
It's
then.
Santa Fe. There
Give
you
me
go.
that. All right. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to your hazy IPA.
Yeah. So the reason why I chose that because it just seemed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Well, I know you like dark beers.
I
You
do
like
like
dark
dark
beers,
beer.
and
Do you like dark beers?
apparently
you like hazy
I like
IPAs better
beer.
than dark beer.
I like IPA. I know this one just sounded a little bit more refreshing.
Give us the. What would you say the difference in that hazy IPA and this dark ale is?
The difference?
Yeah, give me the difference.
Well, this has a little bit more hoppy, man. It's a little-
Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
fresh, hoppy. It leaves a little bit of a aftertaste.
And
That's-
it's
that's-
hazy because.
I don't know, name of the company, I guess.
No, I'm thinking it's unfiltered.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But is it good? Is it refreshing?
It's
That's all that matters.
It's tasty. It's very tasty, very refreshing, especially at 8,500 feet.
Is that where we are?
Somewhere
We're
in there.
here. We're here, y'all.
Mountain biking. Getting
Mountain
ready to
biking
do
in
that tomorrow.
yeah, in Angel Fire.
So this is our first, what we would call it, our
It's pilot.
pilot
This is a
episode for Broker.
Mm-hmm.
No, Beer and Broker or Broker and Beer?
It is called Beer and a Broker.
And the Broker.
That's right. You know
But
much about beer?
I don't know much about beer. The last, I guess, I had a beer class once when I went to SeaWorld, Budweiser beer class. Yeah, there's 5
Sounds
things that's
good.
important to a beer.
What did you learn? The 5 things?
As I remember, hops, water, some type of yeast involved,
Malt.
some malt. I don't know
Yeah.
what the 5th thing is. I guess
Sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah,
Sounds
and
good.
yeast. Yeah.
So I just mainly went there for the free beer. But I do know a lot about brokerage. So I'm going to hopefully be able to chat a little bit more about the brokerage side of it. And then,
The real estate side of
The real
things.
estate side of
real
things,
estate
yeah.
side of beer.
yeah, there's
The
a
real
side.
estate side of beer. You didn't think the two mixed, but
I
they
think
really do.
it's a good combination. It's symbiotic.
I'm zooming in.
Shows.
One of those. Still
No,
hazy.
you're not supposed to sip it. You're
Still
supposed to-
hazy. I mean, you have been on vacation for a week.
I've been
You've
on
out of
vacation.
it.
I've been out of.
Have you been out of it, or have you been?
Well,
in
no,
it?
I'm still answering some texts and things like that, but it's still always on my
Have you
mind.
been attentive? Because you are. A
I have
broker.
been attentive because I do have to stay on top of things, and I just got an email from another broker who was talking about a new construction that just the company has come back to the buyers and said, we're going to cancel your contract. This is a contract they've probably been in for 8 months. Locked in a price, locked in a house, locked in a lot.
Do we want to mention the builder's name? Or?
No, I'm not going to build. Yeah, I'm not going to build.
all right.
But this is a trend that's happening with builders because the costs have gone up. Well, here's what happened. Let me tell you what happened first. The
Who's the builder?
I'm not going to tell you the builder. So the builder has come in with a new policy, and everyone that's under contract, they are canceling the contracts and giving the buyers, the current buyers under contract, the first right of refusal to come back at a higher price.
How can they do that? That's not fair.
Well, the new construction contracts are really designed. The difference between a new construction contract and a resale contract. Resale contract, most of it, 90% of it protects the buyers.
All right.
And a new construction, I would say 99% of it protects the builders. And most consumers don't understand that, but there's so many things that they can choose.
So there's an out.
There's an out for them.
But they
can
may
get
not
out-
realize there's
They
an
can
out.
get out of the contract, and they absolutely can do this. Now, is it right? Absolutely not. Is it ethical? No.
Does it happen to everyone, or
It's
is it?
no, but it's happening more frequently, and every builder's different, and they handle things different way. And the reason why all this is happening is because last year you went on a contract in November or something. Your house is going to be built and finished somewhere around this time period. Prices have gone up. appreciation has gone up, and lumber costs have gone up. Everything has gone up.
Right.
So the builder's looking at their costs and saying, wow, this used to cost us $350,000 or $400,000. Now it costs us $450,000, $500,000.
Okay.
Therefore, we don't want to take the hit on 60 homes that we've just sold in this section.
Sure.
So what are we going to do? So they come back to the buyers and say either, A, you have to cancel the contract. Now, some builders have actually found reasons why to cancel the contract. Ooh, cheeseburgers here.
Not just beer.
So
Food.
every builder's handling differently. Some are just absolutely doing this, canceling contracts. Some are coming up with cost adjustments and saying, hey, it's going to cost us about 15% more on this house. Therefore, we're going to raise the price, but you can still close on this house. And some are finding excuses to cancel the contract and put it back on the market. So it's an unfortunate situation, but buyers really need to be aware when they start shopping new construction. These are some of the things that the new construction contracts protects the builder, not the buyers. So,
Cool.
yeah.
All right, let's come back to that after we eat.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some challenges, with new construction.
Should I be concerned?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who got into a house and they got it at a certain price point. They've raised the price point up, and now they're not qualified for it.
Is
So they
the Austin market at this point, has it reached an equilibrium with cost, or do you believe there's still risk out there for getting into a contract for a new home?
Well, I still think there's some risk because the builders are doing some unprecedented things. Normally they would honor the contract and things like that, but now with the real estate market and the growth that we've had and the shortage of supplies and materials and things like that, they just weren't able to keep up with it. So I think there is a risk in every contract that you have, and more so now in new construction ever before, because the new construction contract it favors the builders.
So what do they do about it? What do you suggest? I mean, you know where we're going with this, right?
Yeah, use a good broker, use a good agent, and really understand that.
No, I mean, what's the benefit of that? Because you could just walk in as a person who wants to build a new home.
Yeah.
You don't have any kind of, you're not a realtor. You don't have an agent.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, or
a lot of times
you might
they
get
think-
lucky or not.
The biggest reason why they don't is because they think they're saving some commission or something, 3%, and they're really not. I mean, most builders have this as a marketing budget. It's not in the price itself. So having representation allows a buyer to be able to understand that these things can happen. I think that's the thing that most people get just really ticked off about, is they're like, hey, I didn't know this was in the contract. Well, if you have a realtor that understands the contract, they can bring this to your attention. There are risks in the contract. This is a builder's contract. It favors the builder. And even knowing how to work with builders so that doesn't happen. Most of the contracts, you say, well, do I get an attorney involved? No, because the builders aren't going to, they'll just, because of the demand, they're just going to say, no, we won't accept your contract. They will not change their contract. So I think it's understanding the risk, understanding the challenges that are in new construction, and having someone who can help you, navigate those waters.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Hazy IPA.
Beer and a broker, beer and a broker.